Hello, I'm Yahya Singh, and in this video I will talk about supply and demand. Demand is the total quantity that consumers are willing to purchase at a given price. Of course, demand is classified into notional demand and effective demand. Notional demand is just the desire to buy the thing, and it's not backed up by the ability to pay for it, unlike effective demand. Now, let's plot the demand schedule of a chocolate factory. This is quantity, and this is price. If the price is $1, the quantity sold may be 1,000 units. And the price is $2, the quantity sold will be 700 units. And if the price is $3, the quantity sold will be 400 units. Now, let's plot the demand curve, which is a graphical representation of the demand schedule. We have quantity on the x-axis and price on the y-axis. We should note that demand has an inverse relation with price. As if price goes up, fewer people will be able to afford the goods, and less quantity will be sold. We should note that demand may vary due to change in tastes and fashion or change in income. And economic growth may boost the income of people and demand will increase. And contrary to that, an economic recession will decrease the income of people and cause more unemployment, so demand may fall. Taste and fashion, well, consider t-shirts. If there's a successful advertising campaign for a kind of t-shirt, it would become more fashionable and more people will demand for it. Now, let's speak about supply. Supply is the quantities that producers are willing to produce at a given price. Now, let's plot the supply schedule of chocolate. This is quantity, and this is price. If the price is $1, producer may just give out 100 units. And if the price is $2, producer may give 700 units. And if the price is $3, producer may give 1,300 units. I want to ask a question. Why supply increase with an increase in price? As producers are willing to produce more due to their profit motive, and it became more profitable. Now, let's plot the supply curve, which is a graphical representation to the supply schedule. This is called supply. Why supply may vary? Due to a natural disaster. Consider Thailand. A few years ago, there was a huge natural disaster in Thailand, which decreased the supply of hard disk by 90%, and fewer computers and laptops were produced at that year. Also, supply may vary due to cost-push inflation or subsidies. A cost-push inflation will increase the cost of production of a firm or a factory and reduce supply. And a subsidy paid by the government will reduce the cost incurred by the firm and increase supply. Now let's talk about market equilibrium, surplus, and shortage. A surplus arises where the quantity supplied is greater than quantity demanded. For example, consider the following price, which is $6. As you can see, the quantity supplied is greater than quantity demanded. So the difference between quantity supplied, we'll call this Q1, and the quantity demanded, Q2, is equal to the surplus, which is the unsold quantity. And shortage arises when the quantity supplied is less than the quantity demanded. And the price is sold $1. It's called shortage. What is the best Well, neither shortage or surplus is favored, because when a surplus arises, firm is wasting its resources in producing quantities that would not be sold. And when a shortage arises, firms are not benefit from the fact that they can produce a greater quantity. But we have something to be noted. We have the market equilibrium, given an equilibrium price of $2 according to the demand and supply schedule, and equilibrium quantity of 700 units. This is what actually happened in the market. The firm produced 700 units and sell 700 units. So there is no waste of resources, and firms sell as much as it can. Thank you for watching this video.